Hey guys, so another product I want to talk about is Renew, our antioxidant complex. Here's another one that I just don't think gets enough attention, which makes sense because we have basically about 25 different products, and to give them all the same amount of attention isn't going to happen, especially with the boom in our daily health system. But this is really a treat, really a gold in a bottle. So antioxidants are substances that help your body fight off free radicals. So anything toxic basically coming in to try to attack your body, including, before the world of electricity, 3G, 4G, 5G, all of these things that have changed a lot of things, the free radicals have come in like a world war on our bodies. And so these help fight that, right? They help the body heal from the inside out. And in this one, we're specifically talking about vitamin E. Now, I mentioned it a little bit when I was talking about our Nourish protein shake. Vitamin E kind of pretty much came to the forefront in the 1920s in the medical world, in the world of obstetrics, gynecology, okay? Because what they had found through this earlier, research, we were talking the 1920s again here, but, what's my nose? That basically vitamin E was proven to be helping women pregnant, having babies, go full term and bringing that child to full term, through the womb here. And, but what they initially were using, and if you look at a lot of your supplements, you may see things like D-tocopherol or DL-tocopherol. And tocopherol, they noticed it was working, but then in time, it wasn't, and it actually could cause harm in people. They were finding out. Now, Dr. Barry Tan, who is one of our scientific doctors on our scientific advisory board, he is the one that wrote the book, The Truth About Vitamin E. Some people will call him like the king of vitamin E, and we'll get to that in a second. But basically, he discovered, or it was discovered, that tocopherol is from plants. Okay, it's going to come from plants, but tocopherol is made for plants. It's made for the plant to be able to, do its thing, photosynthesis, multiply, whatever, but actually not made for humans. And so in the 60s, so about 45 years later from the initial discovery of vitamin E, tocopherol, they discovered tocotrienol. And now Dr. Barry Tan is not the discoverer of tocotrienol, but what he is the discoverer of is tocotrienol derived from plants. And so the tocotrienol is actually available, or is able to be used by the human body, unlike really the tocopherol. And specifically for Dr. Barry Tan, from annatto, rice, and palm oil. And he did decades of research with this, and he went to South America, and the studies, the health benefits just in this 65-page book is absolutely incredible. I mean, we are talking huge. So like, of all the tocopherol and tocotrienol molecules, only delta and gamma, so from tocotrienol, attached to tumors, and by so doing helped kill them. They also do not harm normal cells, and they have a penchant for aberrant ones. So they were finding out that it was tocotrienols, not tocopherols, that were repeatedly being shown to hinder the rapid multiplying of cancer cells, specifically one type being breast cancer. So again, this is peer-reviewed, published research by Dr. Barry Tan, who, I mean, if you look at his credentials, PhD, phenomenal. So this specific kind of vitamin E from tocotrienol is called Delta Gold. So when you think of the very best of the best vitamin E you can have out there, this is it. Now, vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin. A, D, E, and K are your 4 fat-soluble vitamins. Water-soluble vitamins would be like C and B, C and B. And A, so, but there's a whole list of B, right? And then vitamin C, you know, we all know what vitamin C, right? That's probably the #1 vitamin that people think of when they think of vitamin. But because it's a fat-soluble vitamin, you need to take this with food. Now, specifically food that contains some kind of fat. So better than nothing if you just had a banana, but a banana with some peanut butter, okay? That's why it's always really important to read your supplement facts before you take vitamins, because some do say take with food. Some say take before food. Some say take in between meals. Like our Transform, our sugar to fiber converter, that is actually supposed to be taken at least 15 up to 60 minutes before you even eat. So remember that sometimes when you're taking supplements and you're like, oh, I don't think it's doing anything, or, you know, do it right, okay? That's very, very important. So this also, I mean, so the vitamin E that is used in this has been shown to basically attach itself to our cell walls to fight these free radicals. And business partner of mine, Becky Smith, said it best, and she actually is a lab technician, works teaching this in labs, that it's kind of like comparing, so, you know, your tocopherol vitamin E, or, you know, just a vitamin E you grab from whatever, if you would compare it to like a cell phone tower, that regular older tocopherol, cheaper vitamin E would be like a 1G. The power of tocotrienol, and specifically Delta Gold, is like 50 to 1. So we're talking like a 1G cell phone tower to a 50G. Like that's what's being produced. So hands down, you cannot beat this. One area, I mean, there's so much, you know, you can talk forever. I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes. So liver health. This has been great in helping people with lowering their ALT, I believe it's ALT numbers, liver enzymes. Now, again, we do not treat, cure. Okay, just get that across the board. We are not doctors. I am not a doctor. This guy is pretty smart though, right? PhD. But anyway, so fatty liver disease is one of many diseases in this country that is on a huge, huge rise. Now, we used to think of fatty liver disease in mostly people that were alcoholics and, so, you know, long-term alcoholics. Then we started to see it grow in more women, getting towards perimenopause women, and we related it probably a lot to stress and hormones, weight gain, things like that. Well, now we are seeing it in teenagers. And the last study, the most recent study showed that 18% of American teenagers have been diagnosed with fatty liver disease. That 30, 40 years ago was unheard of in a teenager. And now we're at 18%. So when people try to say, I don't need supplements, I'm just going to get all my vitamins from my food and that's all I need. Well, I would love that too. But the fact of the matter is even our healthiest food today, grown in your garden or grown from your local farmer, from your farmer's market, is stripped of up to 40% in some cases of the actual nutrients that that food is supposed to be giving. We cannot. We can do better. I mean, my goodness, we can stop going to the fast food restaurants and buying processed foods and just eating real whole foods. But even that, what our body is being exposed to on a daily basis, the stressful, busy lives we are constantly going, the artificial light we are having from the moment we wake up to sometimes the second our head hits the pillow, these are all abnormal things that are considered like free radicals and are just damaging our body and very quickly aging us. So we do need these things. We do if you want to live if you're struggling with anything, pain, fatigue, sleep, weight gain, high triglycerides or cholesterol. This is another thing that has been scientifically proven to raise HDL, happy cholesterol, and lower the LDL, the bad one. And what we really want is a good ratio between the two. So Renew, Delta Gold, our antioxidant complex is definitely one you want to get in your arsenal. Any questions, comment below.